Oh my God, that scent is strong. Is that you? Oh, hey bro. Yeah, it's me. You like my new cologne? Bro, how many sprays did you go for? Only 17 sprays, my guy. What? Oh my God, it's in my eyes, bro. I think it's in my eyes. Hey guys, I'm sorry you had to see that, but I don't want you to be a 17 spray Steve, somebody who over applies their cologne, ends up annoying and killing everyone around them. But I also don't want you to be a timid Timothy, that guy who thinks one spray of cologne is too much and too strong, that no one can smell him, he gets no compliments. This video will be my demonstration of how and where I apply my fragrances, not necessarily to tell you guys how to do it, but to give you the confidence to know what you're doing for your own routine. I'll also be providing not one, not two, but 3 fragrance hacks to make your fragrance last longer. I'm going to be using Creed Millisem Imperial as a demonstration for this video because it's weak and will not be overbearing with all the sprays I'm going to do. Before we continue guys, let me just tell you a little bit about how fragrances actually work. Perfume molecules are essentially long chains of carbon that is packed into the perfume oil itself. That is the actual fragrance you are getting. That is then diluted with perfumer's alcohol because alcohol is volatile, meaning it goes off into the air. So the oil is the fragrance itself, and then the alcohol with heat helps to get those molecules off into the air and let your nose smell it. All this scientific stuff is important because it determines whether or not you want your fragrance on your skin or clothes. Generally on your skin, it makes sense that you have more heat there. When you apply fragrance to your skin, it will dissipate into the air more and project louder. Whilst on clothes, you have less heat, so the fragrance won't dissipate as much, but it'll be a lot longer lasting. In this day and age, there's a lot of regulation behind fragrances to make sure that people aren't allergic when they apply it onto their skin, but some people still are allergic, unfortunately. And for those people, I just recommend that you use your clothes only. But in general, I go mainly for the skin with a little bit of clothing application as well. How you will apply your fragrance generally is determined by the strength of the perfume as well as the environment you're going to be in. So in general, if I'm in a louder environment, I'm obviously going to go more trigger happy. But to keep this video simple, I'm going to show you guys how I generally apply a strong fragrance, a medium strength fragrance, and a weak fragrance. Enough messing around, let's get into it. Perfect. So let's say you're applying a strong beast mode fragrance like Spice Bomb Extreme. For that fragrance, I don't go more than 2 sprays, otherwise people will die. I'll go 2 sprays, 1 on each side of the neck. When you're applying on your skin, you're going for the pulse points where your blood is flowing. That's where all the heat is. As I said earlier, heat helps to push the fragrance out. So we go 1 spray, 2 sprays, that's it. Something medium strength, I'd add a further 2 sprays, so something like Bleu de Chanel. I'd add 1 spray on the clothes. Generally, the higher the concentration of the fragrance, the higher likelihood of staining your clothes because there's more oil. So I always recommend that you spray your clothes from a distance. I'm talking about almost a meter. There's nothing wrong going that far. This will reduce the likelihood of staining and you can generally apply anywhere in your clothes with this technique. And then the 4th spray will be at the back of your neck. The general idea is that as you walk past people, you leave a scent trail behind. So 1 spray behind the neck. And finally, if you have a weak fragrance like I'm holding right now, Millisem Imperial, you go for 2 final sprays to make it 6 in total on your wrists. As I said before, pulse points. On your wrist, you have a pulse point here, and this is generally the area I would use if I want to test a fragrance, because then you can see the longevity. It's easy to just bring your wrist up to your face like that. So spray 5, spray 6. Roger Dove, a master perfumer, has done a video on the topic as well. It's an interesting take on it, so I'll leave a link in the description below. But Omar, my guy, how do you make your fragrance last longer? That's a good question, Steve. I've already answered it with 1 hack already, and that is obviously to apply it on your clothes. On clothing, fragrances can last usually weeks or even in some cases months. The second hack is actually to use moisturizer. Now guys, I know this looks suspicious, but trust me, it works. Fragrances are generally trapped through moisture. So apply this first to any areas you're gonna apply your fragrance, and generally the fragrance will last a few hours longer on your skin. I'd recommend you invest in a good quality moisturizer like Aveeno is what I use, and no, we are not sponsored by them. And finally, this last hack is a bit of a cheat, but it is to invest in a fragrance atomizer. These cost only a few pounds online. I got this from my boy Danny. I'll link his shop in the comments section down below. These are small containers that usually have a glass vial inside them. So if you see like this, and then what you do is you spray your favorite fragrance inside these, and you can take it with you wherever you go. Most guys don't have purses, but we're more likely to have backpacks or coats with pockets. We can just put one of these in there, where we can reapply Dolce & Gabbana the one after 2 hours. Yeah, it's a bit of a cheat one, guys, but still, don't sleep on this tactic. And that concludes the video, guys. As I said, my routine isn't the perfect end-all be-all, but this video is to give you guys the confidence to make your own routine. If you already have a routine, guys, I would love to hear what it is down in the comment section down below. Check out this video we did on the top 5 Tom Ford fragrances. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Class dismissed.